करके करंट अफेयर्स को थोड़ा सा करना पड़ेगा, राइट? कोई बात नहीं, let's see what the interview panel actually expects from you, right? How you should answer a question, how a news it will become a answer for you, right? So for current affairs part, we are already doing it in our regular GTPI session, right? Now what we are going to do is, I will try to help you out to frame what questions and answers for current affairs, right? What is the purpose of current affairs questions in the GDPI? First thing is that why interview is asked current affairs questions. I think few of you have already appeared for current affairs for some interviews. Anyone who already have some interviews? Okay. So I actually have a few people in the center who told me that how the questions are asked from them. So interviewers, they are not interested in asking you the details, the history of any current affair, but they want to know how aware you are, right? And specifically the impact of that current affair on India and globally as well, right? So first thing is that interviewer wants to ask about your awareness, specifically business, economic. That are two areas which are very much important. Then your ability to form a balanced opinion about a certain current affair, right? So need not to mug any facts, leaving behind some important things, like the one I asked. I don't know anyone of you about the NATO one, right? How many members NATO as an organization are. So these are very basic questions, basic facts which you should know. Otherwise, the detailed mugging of the facts is not at all required for current affairs. So panel actually want to test your current affair knowledge in 4 layers. First is about your awareness, how much you know about the fact, how much you know about the information. Second is understanding. You should have a proper understanding why something is happening. So even today I've seen many students saying that okay, when I see what current affair you have recently heard about, so मुझे आंसर मिला वेनेजुएला, ग्रीनलैंड. तो आपने वेनेजुएला ग्रीनलैंड को समझ लिया, but you don't know the basic why this Greenland issue is happening, why Venezuela issue is happening, why Trump is imposing tariff on India, right? So आपको news पता है, very good, you are aware about the news. But second layer, I think why is this happening? You should know the reason behind that, right? Third is the impact. That is very important aspect of any current affair. आपको awareness भी है, आपको background भी पता है, लेकिन अगर आपको ये नहीं पता कि particular information से impact क्या पड़ने वाला है on the economic framework, on the geopolitics, on the geoeconomics, specifically on India, तो आपकी awareness को कोई फायदा नहीं, right? And the fourth thing is, now you have awareness, now you have the background knowledge, you also know the impact, but now you need to form a balanced opinion, right? So Trump ने इसको लगाया, that is news. आप aware हो, क्यों लगाया? One is the reciprocal tariff, another is why because India is buying oil from Russia. ठीक है, आपको यहाँ भी पता है. Third, impact. आपको impact भी पता है कि tariff लगाने से जो bilateral trade है that has an impact on it, right? But अब आपको उसका opinion पूछने के लिए कि आपके opinion में is it right or wrong? तो अगर आप fourth वाले aspect पर जाकर के रुक जाते हो, तो that will create a negative thing, right? So आज से what you have to do, you all are attending the GDPI classes. हम current affairs बहुत सारा उन classes में cover करते हैं. Now for every information, for every news which we are covering in the class, आप उसको इन चार aspects के साथ cover करोगे. Awareness, we are giving. Understanding, you yourself are developing. Third is impact, that again we are teaching you, but opinion that you need to make on your own. So किसी भी news को right? Then there are certain specific areas, certain specific domains which as an MBA student you should know. So एक बार जल्दी हम areas domains को देख लेते हैं. Business, high priority, right? आपको GDP, GNP, NDP, NFP, I mean if these 4 terms are taught together, आप confused हो जाते हैं. So you have to ensure that you don't get into the trap of these 4 different terms. So एक से लगने वाले terms economic और business के field के, finance के field के, you should have a very thorough and clear understanding. RBI policies. So every quarter you have RBI policies, right? So before before going to an interview, the monetary policies, right? Budget is coming on 1st of Feb, तो budget के बारे में आपको थोड़ा सा अच्छे से पता होना चाहिए. Then many of you say, आपको इंटरव्यू के टाइम में बोलते हो कि probably 10 years down the line I want to start my own startup, right? So when you say the word startup, you should have a good understanding about the startup ecosystem of India, right? First, then you should have a basic startup ecosystem of the world. ठीक है? तो आप इंटरव्यू में अगर कोई भी वर्ड बोल रहे हैं, आपको उसकी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. मतलब आज आई केम अक्रॉस कि आप कोई भी वर्ड यूज कर देते हो. आपने किसी मिनरल का नाम ले दिया, आपने ईवी का नाम ले दिया अपने इंटरव्यू में, राइट? बट यू डू नॉट हैव एनी इंफॉर्मेशन, यू डू नॉट हैव अ प्रॉपर नॉलेज अबाउट द थिंग, तो वहां पर काम खराब हो जाता है. ठीक है? तो इंटरव्यू में देयर इज टू थिंग. वन इज यू नो एवरीथिंग, परफेक्ट. इफ यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग, then you should try to use some keywords in your answer which you are framing, ताकि आपकी जो इंटरव्यू की डायरेक्शन है that would be changed to that direction, right? आज भी हुआ, I mean when we were asking some questions, एक दो बच्चों ने वर्ड यूज कर दिया rare earth metals, right? So rare earth metals, that means आपको पता होना चाहिए when you say rare earth metals, what are rare earth metals, right? Otherwise your interview will go in that direction where you have no clue. ठीक है? तो ये चीज आपको ध्यान में रखनी है. डोंट स्पीक एनी वर्ड व्हिच यू डोंट हैव नॉलेज अबाउट. देन अबाउट द लेआउट इन डिफरेंट कंपनीज, यूनिकॉर्न्स क्या होते हैं, डेकाकॉर्न्स क्या होते हैं. तो बेसिक टर्म्स एंड बेसिक टर्मिनोलॉजी दैट शुड बी क्लियर. एफडीआई, ट्रेड, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, पीएलआई, फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, ये कुछ ऐसे टर्म्स हैं जो न्यूज़ में रहते हैं एंड शुड बी वेरी 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 क्लियर टू इट. इसके साथ साथ द करंट अफेयर्स रिलेटेड टू इकोनॉमिक, current affairs related to geo-economic, current affairs related to finance, current affairs related to marketing. Means जो आपका जो फील्ड आप आगे जाना चाहते हो, उसके स्पेसिफिक current affairs should be very 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 clear in your mind, right? जैसे एग्जांपल से इन्फ्लेशन वर्सेस ग्रोथ डायलेमा, राइट? पिछले एक साल में गवर्नमेंट के पॉलिसीज के हिसाब से इनकम टैक्स का लिमिट बढ़ा दिया. वेल्थ टैक्स में कोई इनकम टैक्स नहीं है. ठीक है? दूसरा उन्होंने जीएसटी के स्लैब को कम कर दिया. तीसरा रेपो रेट को कम कर दिया. तीनों की कंडीशंस में हमें इट इज टू इंक्रीज द फ्लो ऑफ मनी इन द इंडियन इकोनॉमी, राइट? अब ज्यादा मनी जब किसी भी इकोनॉमी में फ्लो कर रहे हैं, अल्टीमेटली लीड्स टू इन्फ्लेशन. सो दिस इज वन टॉपिक यू शुड you do a good research about it. Economic dilemma, the growth dilemma with the inflation, right? Then RBI made decisions and its impact on businesses. आपको अच्छे से पता होना चाहिए, राइट? इसके बाद दूसरा है गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज एंड रिफॉर्म्स. दिस इज द सेकंड प्रायोरिटी थिंग व्हिच एज एन एमबीए एस्पिरेंट यू शुड नो, राइट? कि गवर्नमेंट की क्या पॉलिसीज है, स्पेसिफिकली द न्यू पॉलिसीज व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बी लॉन्च्ड ऑन 1st ऑफ फेब. बजट के साथ साथ गवर्नमेंट की कुछ पॉलिसीज, कुछ स्कीम्स भी लॉन्च होती है, तो वो आपको अच्छे से देखनी है. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, डिजिटल इकोनॉमी, एजुकेशन, स्किलिंग, लेबर रिफॉर्म्स, ये कुछ ऐसे एरियाज हैं जहां व्हाट गवर्नमेंट इज लुकिंग फॉर, हाउ यू एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर और हाउ यू एज अ एमबीए एस्पिरेंट, एमबीए पास आउट एज यूजिंग योर मैनेजरियल स्किल्स, हाउ यू कैन कंट्रीब्यूट इन दैट. So all those things is that. Third is international affairs. For international affairs, you should first prepare those international impact areas which create impact in India, right? Secondly, the general ones, like everyone is talking about Venezuela, everyone is talking about Greenland, right? What is there in the base of it? Everyone is with you. Then social and ethical issues. AI, we always talk of AI, but we never talk of AI ethics, right? Right? Then data privacy, again a very talked about topic. ESG, sustainability, gender diversity, work culture. तो ये कुछ ऐसे एरियाज हैं जो आपको थोड़ा सा आपको व्यू जरूर होना चाहिए. आपका अपना व्यू पॉइंट इन टॉपिक्स के साथ जरूर होना चाहिए. So that somebody asks you, you don't look here and there, you start framing the things in your mind. No, you should prepare these topics well before, so that अगर आपको कोई भी पूछता है एग्जाम में तो आसानी से बता. नाउ ये चार टॉपिक, चार एरिया जो मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. इसके अलावा क्या होता है आपके पास, अगर आपको नहीं भी पता तो ये सिंपली से हो, बिकॉज यू आर एमबीए एस्पिरेंट नॉट अ यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट, जहां आपसे कि आपको हर चीज, हर फैक्ट, हर न्यूज के बारे में पता होना चाहिए, बिल्कुल जरूरी नहीं है, बट ये 4 एरियाज आप छोड़ करके बिल्कुल नहीं जाएंगे, आपको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करनी ही पड़ेगी। Then how to convert news into GDPI answer. See, I am a little fast क्योंकि मुझे सेशन थोड़ा जल्दी वाइंड अप करना है, तो अगर आपके कोई भी क्वेरीज, कोई भी क्वेश्चन है तो you can please ask me, right? So there is a or any good answer. A is awareness. जैसे आपको मैंने इंटरव्यू में पूछा कि ग्रीनलैंड के बारे में आप क्या जानते हो या टेरिफ के बारे में आप क्या जानते हो, तो instead of talking a whole story, I mean nobody is sitting there to hear to that story, right? It should be a brief answer, but that brief answer should be so concise कि उसमें कोई important information miss ना हो. So you can use this framework. You should just give a brief context about the news. Greenland is an island which is not green, right? It is a piece of ice, but strategically this is important for US, right? You can tell Denmark is the country which is currently administrating Greenland. The second thing is white matter. White matter because of the minerals it has. For US it has a good strategic location as well as good mineral resources, right? Simple answer. Third is what are the consequences, social and economic impact. So if US it by force captures Greenland, it would bring NATO versus NATO. So both the countries, Denmark and US, both are part of NATO, but they will be opposite to each other, which is again not good for the world order, right? Then the way forward of the solution, sitting together, finding a way out. आपका आंसर 2 से 3 लाइन में पूरा हो जाए. Okay. अभी हम क्या करते हैं, कोई बोलना चाहते हैं तो आप बता सकते हो, अदरवाइज आई कैन यूज योर ओन आंसर, बट आई प्रेफर इफ यू आंसर. First, terrorism is warfare. How do you look at the terrorists? Think of it. So now you have so many inputs from the different interview panels. Same answer. How do you look at the terrorists? As a tool to regulate what rate or a new method, a new what? Pick. Anyone who want to answer it?
I believe tariffs were a tool to regulate warfare, but they have evolved as a new warfare mechanism, especially given tariffs as a warfare mechanism. Given, for example, even in the Greenland issue, we threatened the NATO countries with a 10% tariff. Even with India, we threatened even 500% tariffs if we continue buying Russian oil. So tariff as a tool of protectionism has gone to being an act of warfare.
Absolutely, perfect answer. Right? Anyone else? So something else to add to it? So tariffs, definitely they were a way to regulate international trade, but looking at the Trump policies, it is now less of a tool to regulate, but more of a war tactic, right? So this is a new warfare. We are where the countries they are not actually fighting. They are blackmailing each other with tariffs. And it's not different countries. Basically, Donald Trump who is utilizing it as a warfare. Artificial intelligence, AI, again, very important aspect. So I have framed 3 more questions from our series. With AI becoming increasingly integrated into daily life, how should we address the ethical implications of machines making decisions on behalf of humans? So AI ethics. So actually this is a workshop, so technically you all should prepare the answers and discuss it. So one of the basic expectations of first, do not use them as executives but as operational equipment. Not because computers cannot be in the computer. Secondly, we need to have the vision of data because data is inherently especially towards marginalized communities, right? Read the fluctuates creates the power structure. So we need to have better data sets. So our focus should shift on, generating better, more well-rounded data. Well, AI
Like AI basically deals with all the data from business world. If I want to sell a product or anything, it will need emotions, moments, it will connect to people. But a machine can't connect, cannot be connected with the people. How we can how to show the product. So machine can be used only to collect the data. So where it can be used, but it cannot be connected to.
Okay, but if I transform your answer into an example, you said customers, if you want to sell a product to a customer, you need a sort of human touch in that, right? This is what you want to say. But now if I talk about the banking sector, they're selling all the major products to the fintech, to the use of AI. So they don't need any personal touch to sell their products. आपको एक रिसर्च वर्क के लिए देते हैं, आप क्या करोगे? आप गूगल से 3-4-5 रिसर्च पेपर डाउनलोड करोगे, देते हैं, आप क्या करोगे? आप गूगल से 3-4-5 रिसर्च पेपर डाउनलोड करोगे, 2-3 दिन उनको पढ़ोगे, उसमें से इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स निकल आओगे, then you frame a प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट फॉर योरसेल्फ, राइट? लेकिन एआई को अगर ऐसा करना हो, आप 10 रिपोर्ट अभी लो, अटैच करो 10 रिपोर्ट की परप्लेक्सिटी पर जाकर के और उसको बोलो कि मुझे इसमें से बेटर सा एक अच्छा सा प्रोजेक्ट आइडिया दे दो, you can do that, right? So it is super intelligent. Another is accountability. A report which you have done, you cannot hold AI accountable for everything and anything which happened wrong, right? Third is morality. So being moral is something you cannot expect from AI. Okay? Integrity, lack of consciousness. Integrity, lack of consciousness. So I give you an example of lack of consciousness. Doing some एक करंट अफेयर में टॉपिक बनाना था, तो मैंने अटैच किया चैट जीपीटी में और आज की मुझे रेसिपी के बारे में थोड़ा सा आइडिया दे दो। यू वोंट बिलीव कि उसने लिखा उसके साथ-साथ ही वो इंस्ट्रक्शंस पर आ गई कि committing suicide is a crime. So if you are facing any this sort of symptom, you contact this one or that one. तो इसको प्रॉपर्ली लिख के बताया कि see, I am not asking about it because I want to commit suicide. This is because I want information about myself, तो मुझे बता दो। And you won't believe 5 बार उसको लिखा कि भाई मुझे सिर्फ इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए। एवरी टाइम वो मुझे हेल्पलाइन नंबर दे देता था कि आप उसको कांटेक्ट करो, उसको प्रॉपर्ली समझ सकता है, राइट? Then awakening of AI, safety issues are there. A recent example I was reading in a newspaper. There is an कोई तो software engineer था somewhere in I think in NCR or Bangalore. He murdered his mother क्योंकि AI ने उसको बोला, right? So AI, safety issues are 100% there with AI. Then biasness. So AI sometimes gives you biased answers. Okay? So these all are ethical issues with AI. But how to deal with them? So there are 6 basic principles, 6 objectives which one should keep in mind for AI ethics when you are developing an AI project or a AI software. You should keep these 6 things in mind. So first is transparency, accountability. You should train your AI model in such a way that biasness is removed from there, right? Then fairness, security, and privacy. So these are the 6 key principles of ethical AI development, right? So do a little more brainstorming about AI ethics because use of AI, that's a very simple question. कोई आपको पूछेगा आराम से बता सकते हो। आपने बोला मुझे फाइनेंस में करना है, तो AI फाइनेंस में कैसे हेल्प करना है बता सकते हो। मार्केटिंग में करना है MBA, आप बता सकते हो। बट MBA आपको किसी भी फील्ड में करना है, आप वहाँ पर AI यूज कर दो। AI ethics को कैसे हैंडल करना है, that you should prepare for, right? Second question. As AI systems analyze vast amount of personal data, how should we ensure that privacy concerns are addressed without stifling innovation? So data privacy with AI. That's the second topic you should brainstorm. और इस टॉपिक से आपको बता रही हूँ, this is not only for your interview or your group discussion. These are the topics which will help you to write good essays. ठीक है? तो essays के लिए factual information भी चाहिए होती है और अच्छी सी brainstorming भी चाहिए होती है. So anyone?
Blockchain technology. Blockchain technology. We can use blockchain technology.
Okay. How will we utilize the blockchain technology?
Like it is safe, all the world is currently going for cryptocurrencies. So
how it is going to prevent the privacy of the people. It's not only about the currency. It's about like there is some AI application which utilizes medical reports of many people, right? Now, medical ethics says that the privacy of the patient should be maintained, right? But when you are giving the data to that reports, you are opening that patient ka report, patient ka pura record to all the people in the world. That's the question, right? आपके पास आपके कस्टमर का डेटा है, you are working in some banking sector, आपके पास आपके कस्टमर का डेटा है आपके बैंक में, बट आप कैसे इंश्योर करोगे कि आपके जो कस्टमर्स का डेटा है उसकी प्राइवेसी मेंटेन है? Anyone else? So actually it should be during the development of AI that privacy should be ensured, right? So जो भी research हो रहा है AI के लिए जो project बन रहे हैं, when the project जब भी कोई नया AI का
but the implementation of physical need of doing the physical work potential need of doing the physical work potential the identification need of doing the physical work potential the identification the identification.
Okay, fine. Anyone else?
Another example is like if we randomly types in ChatGPT, it types in ChatGPT, it would give us data from all over the world. But if a creative person will give the same data, it will consign its walls. So there also creativity.
Yes. So probably, I mean, your answer is quite close to it. So maintaining human creativity while utilizing AI. Whenever you develop a new AI, I'm not talking about the ChatGPT, which is a generic platform, right? Where everyone and anyone can come and ask for the ideas. Like when you have a particular AI which is specific for your company, then you train that AI in such a way that the answers, the ideas which you are getting is somewhere close to what you as a human are thinking, right? So the next stage in the AI development is the proper training of AI, right? For all the NLP models, you need to properly train them, you need to decide the periphery of the thing so that they do not go beyond your imagination. So even using AI, the personal touch is not lost, right? Last question related to AI and environment, sustainability. आपने बहुत बारी सुने होंगे ये वर्ड. What is sustainability? Think about future only. Yes, development without harming the resources for the future generations, right? Environment. So how can AI be utilized to combat climate change and promote sustainability? Are there any risks in relying too much on AI for environmental solutions? Are you aware? Just days back, US under Donald Trump, they have pulled out from 66 different organizations, out of which 54 are environmental organizations. Right? So, how you see it for this answer? Let's try to frame it.
AI mix our big data centers to store data into one data centers we use the electricity. And electricity is planning to also create data centers like the space. And in some other part where the electricity are free. I think it's the other way around. To rely on AI, we need the using of electricity and that will not need to because currently the electricity is producing from the thermal.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So you will frame it in a better way that the carbon footprints of AI sector, of the AI industry are quite huge. So first we need to bring down the AI footprints of carbon footprints of AI sector. Then only it will be sustainable. Then only it will be actual solution to our environmental problem, right? Carbon footprint is amount of carbon emissions which are released in a particular industry. So like we said, कि AI को work करने के लिए they need huge systems. To maintain that huge system, you are running a lot of AC, right? So again, everything is running on electricity, which is being produced by majorly by coal, right? So until there is the electricity which we are producing, we start producing it from the green sources using AI. 100% for environmental solution will not be a sustainable solution. Okay? So think it that way. Most important thing, वेनेजुएला बोलो, आप ग्रीनलैंड बोलो, आप ईरान बोलो, आप क्यूबा बोलो, whatever places are in conflict, the main culprit is oil. So ये oil and blood. Actually, this is the title of a very famous book. I mean, it's not coming to my mind the name of the author. So this book is specifically about how the quest for oil. It has drove major wars in the world. दुनिया की बड़ी-बड़ी लड़ाइयाँ जो आज के टाइम पर हो रही है, it's not for the territory. It's either for oil or for arms. ठीक है? तो एक कंट्री रशिया अगर कुछ न्यूक्लियर कुछ टेस्ट करते हैं, तो यूएस start preparing for it to do a bigger test, right? Oil के लिए वेनेजुएला हो, ग्रीनलैंड हो, क्यूबा हो, ईरान हो, so any place which has oil, any country which is, you know, which is looking for, which is administrating that part of the world, यहाँ पर oil है, that is definitely going to rule the world, right? Question क्या है? एक बार question देख लेते हैं. So question is, oil is often called the blood of the global economy. In the context of recent geopolitical tensions involving Venezuela's vast oil reserves and strategic interest around Greenland's resource potential, how does control over energy resources shape modern global disputes? तो 2 मिनट लो, सोचो इस आंसर को, फिर बताओ. Let me know once you are ready with your answers. Anyone?
Oil and economics provide energy dependency, and that allows continued economic growth despite bad strategic partnerships or situations of conflict. Despite that, independency and ability allows economic growth and sustain. So it allows any country to sustain its economic growth and continue the development practices despite the incident of conflict. That is the reason why.
Okay.
As it's a small renewable and declining and currently available at 1.7, any last so it is like a gold or let's say a any modern investment or it can do it can become major.
Semiconductor chips you need energy requirements. So how to replace it?
in terms of superpower. So it has the most well-made iron are the most well-made in the FFA. So it is looking to make those iron because the production will be higher in there and for the that much of production energy is required.
Okay, fine. She is. Then I come.
There are few exporters and more importers of oil. So exporter countries generate greater revenue through export of oil.
Okay. How does control over energy resources shapes in order to do this? Because it does this limit what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, and what are we are going to sacrifice to be able to sustain our raw material. Examples can include the subversion and political collapse in Iraq or the context of possession of weapons of mass destruction, which were never found, and subversion of justice by, say, Saudi Arabia with the killing of Washington. We have started to cozy up to power centers where energy resources are clamped without fully focusing on ethical ramifications. Okay, fine. Anyone else who want to add something to this? Okay. So you all have given the view. Now, with this, let's connect few important conflicts in the world. Let's talk about few important conflicts. Then I connect how oil and arms are driving all the major conflicts in the world. Right? So let's start with Venezuela. आज आपने से बहुत सारे एग्जांपल दिया, but none of you are able to justify what and why Venezuela. Right? So see, Venezuela is a Latin American country, right? The story goes back to 1826, right? So Monroe, he was the president of USA. He signed the Monroe Doctrine way back in 1820. By that time, most of the American and Latin colonization by Europe, right? So this Monroe Doctrine, through this Monroe Doctrine, the US has ensured that this buying future it will not interfere in any internal matters of Europe, right? But ऐसा करने के लिए जैसे कि आपकी तरफ से भी ये एश्योरेंस चाहिए कि none of the European countries will ever come and they will capture any part of either America, Latin America, or the Western Hemisphere. So European countries will not come to Western Hemisphere to capture them and will capture that country, right? तो ये दो डॉक्ट्राइन का याद रखना, पहले मोनोटो डॉक्ट्राइन, दूसरा उसी मोनोटो डॉक्ट्राइन को एक्सटेंड करके उसमें पॉइंट डाल दिया कि अगर किसी भी लेटिन अमेरिकन कंट्री में कोई भी डिस्टर्बेंस होता है, किसी भी तरीके का करप्शन होता है, तो यूएस पूरा इंटरनेशनल पुलिस की तरह करके वहां पर जाकर के कैप्चर कर सकता है. And this is this Monroe Doctrine which now यूएस the president of Venezuela, right? So Monroe is the president of Venezuela, is captured by US, right? और उसका उन्होंने justification दिया गया. This justification they are given is Monroe Doctrine, because otherwise international laws do not allow कि they go and capture किसी भी sovereign country के president, vice president, prime minister किसी को भी आप जाके capture नहीं कर सकते. Otherwise Russia would have gone to Ukraine, India would have gone to Pakistan, right? Israel, Iran, सब आपस में दूसरों को abduct करके ले जाते, ठीक है? But why Venezuela? So technically the reason US came is the Venezuelan prime minister and his wife they were involved in illegal drug trade, right? Which they gave the term narco-terrorism, right? So narco-terrorism is the term which US gave to the illegal trade being done by the Venezuelan president. But actually, why we want to capture Venezuela is firstly the current president, the present government, they are a socialist government. So they have started since 2013. They have started doing nationalization of their oil reserves, which before 2013 were majorly run and administered by the US companies. So US का कम हो गया. Main idea is oil. Second thing is China. I mean they have given huge loans to Venezuela. I think $60 billion is the amount of loans which China has provided if Venezuela is not able to repay the loan, then otherwise would have happened. Seeing the economic condition of Venezuela, then China and Russia, they can come and capture Venezuela. और अगर उन्होंने एक बार इसको पकड़ लिया, तो उनके लिए प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा, right? So this was one idea, but why Venezuela, why Russia, why China, why US, they all are interested in Venezuela. The idea is, right? तो आप देखोगे वर्ल्ड की कोई भी ऐसी कंट्री जहां पर ऑयल है, see what we think that major oil reserves, so Venezuela is now under US, taken the companies जो oil exports हैं सबको निकालना शुरू कर दिया, they started selling the Venezuelan oil, right? Second is Middle East. Middle East is again a very disputed, a very disturbed area. लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा ऑयल कहां पर है? Now we know about the petrodollars. Petrodollars आप सबको आइडिया है. So petrodollars is that way back in 1960s, when the US dollar, the use of US dollar in international trade, it was decreasing. So अभी US के जो president थे उस टाइम पर he had an idea कि अगर हम oil trade को petrol के साथ add करा देते हैं, तो oil is something which every country is buying from Middle East, right? तो उन्होंने जो सऊदी के president थे, सऊदी के जो crown prince थे, they have a deal. They will provide all the protection to Saudi Arabia, but in return to that, Saudi Arabia for the Middle Eastern countries, they have to sell oil and petrol in dollars, right? So dollars. अब हर country कुछ भी खरीदते नहीं खरीदते, they are buying oil. Like India की बात करते हैं, India can manufacture everything and anything in country, but they cannot manufacture oil. So we have to be dependent on oil, all the countries which are producing and selling it, right? So जब हम oil खरीद रहे हैं, we are paying in dollars, that is increasing the demand of dollars in the international market. Increase in demand of the dollars again make dollar a strong currency, right? So अगर आने वाले टाइम में when the world is moving toward de-dollarization, US want their dollar to be of the same strength which is used to be since years. तो उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा? They have to capture the oil resources, oil reserves. So आने वाले टाइम में the country which will be controlling the major oil reserves will be the one who will be ruling the global economics, right? So this is why countries are now fighting for oil. Russia Ukraine की भी बात करें तो I hope you all are aware that they are having a meeting in UAE. There is a tri-lateral meeting going on in UAE जहाँ पर यूक्रेन है, रशिया है, USA obviously is a mediator, right? So now they have agreed on almost all the points except for Donetsk. So Donetsk is a place in Ukraine which has huge oil and mineral reserves. तो उस पर आकर के बात कर रही है, रशिया saying कि this belongs to us, just return it back. तो अगर आप देखोगे वर्ल्ड में जो भी कंफ्लिक्ट हो रहे हैं, कहीं ना कहीं the root cause is oil और the root cause is arms. आर्म का एग्जांपल is Iran. US क्यों बार-बार ईरान के ऊपर हमला करते हैं? Because they say कि Iran is secretly they are developing nuclear weapons, right? Which US do not want them to do. क्योंकि they have the idea कि the day Iran will prepare their atomic weapons, the day when they prepare their nuclear weapons, the first target of Iran will be Israel, right? So development, Iran का arms में development हो जाए, इसीलिए they always wage a war on Iran. तो अगर आप you see the main cause is either arms or oil. ठीक है? इंडिया पाकिस्तान के वॉर को कैसे जस्टिफाई करोगे? What's the root cause of India Pakistan conflict? Terrorism, but why terrorism? Because of Kashmir. Why Kashmir?
Pakistan wants the Kashmir as a part of Pakistan. But earlier, during Jawaharlal Nehru's time, Kashmir was declared as a separate state of India, and this was in 1970. And after the abdication of Pakistan in 1970, no special status of Kashmir has been abrogated by the Indian government, and that's why Pakistan harbors terrorism and sends it to Kashmir.
Okay. So Kashmir, obviously we all are aware, Kashmir is the major issue between India and Pakistan.
The main issue is that wanting Kashmir, that at the end of the day it is about resources, and most of the water is going to come from Kashmir, most of the wastes are in Kashmir.
Absolutely.
Who controls the water controls the land.
Absolutely, right? So again, The base of India Pakistan was Kashmir, but why Kashmir? Right? Hyderabad was also one state which wants to go with Pakistan, but India and Pakistan have never fought a war on Hyderabad. But why Kashmir? Because Kashmir is very rich in resources. It has huge mineral reserves. It has huge rivers. Right? Otherwise, that Indus Water Treaty, which is now suspended, all those rivers are flowing through Kashmir. So the country which will control Kashmir, that will have control over the resources, over the water resources, over the resources which are found in that hilly areas, right? So again, it's not territory which matters. It is the resources which are present in that territory which matters in any and every war which is there in the world. ठीक है. आप लोगों ने एक ऐसे आई थिंक आप सबको मिला था यूनाइटेड नेशंस रेलेवेंस इन मल्टीपोलर वर्ल्ड. That's it. I hope all of you have written that. What is a multipolar world? Where is the okay? Right. So multipolar world means that when there are multiple centers of bipolar, USSR on one side as a superpower, USA on another side, right? Then after the disintegration of USSR, it was unipolar. USA was a superpower, China is a superpower, Germany is a superpower, then you have US, then you have UK, then you have Australia. So every different country they are a superpower in themselves. It is a multipolar world. So do you think there is relevance of United Nations in this multipolar world?
Organization is very relevant that so human as a thing has failed to fulfill its obligations because it was essentially made to avoid war-like situations that essentially World War II. But it has proven that it has failed over a number of times in this scenario. But an organization of such level and authority is actually required, which can essentially have a larger control over these multiple poles of power that have developed.
Okay. Are you aware about the Board of Peace? What is Board of Peace? Yeah. So Board of Peace, it is introduced by Donald Trump. Although this Board of Peace was intended to solve the problem of Gaza, right? It was to be as a Board of Peace for Gaza. But what the Board of Peace, which said is actually competition with the United Nations, right? Because as per Donald Trump, this Board of Peace first, you know, it's heading, it's controlling each and everything, right? Relevance of United Nations. When you are writing about the relevance of United Nations, yes, present status में, present structure में, United Nations has failed its purpose, right? But then you need to suggest certain modifications, certain changes, certain electoral role with me. So this is special intensive division of electoral role. ठीक है. आप सब वोटर्स, ठीक है, आप सारे लोग वोटर्स, वोटर लिस्ट में आपका नाम होगा. So अभी तो you all are educated people, you know about your rights. आपको पता है 18 years से हो गए तो you need to get yourself registered as voter of India. But still there are few people who are not well aware. Those people who have certain geographical limitations, they don't get the chance to get themselves registered in electoral rolls. फिर उसके बाद there are a lot of people who have either migrated from that place, कुछ लोगों की डेथ हो गई लेकिन उनका डेथ सर्टिफिकेट ही नहीं था. तो election commission, they don't know about those people who are not added, then about those people who are now deleted from the voter list, but their name is still there, right? तो ऐसे लोगों पे इलेक्टोरल लिस्ट को रिवाइज करने के लिए वन थिंग इज दैट हम खुद से जाकर के अपने पर्टिकुलर हम इलेक्शन कमीशन को देते हैं. बट हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में देयर इज अ प्रोविजन दैट आफ्टर एवरी 30 इयर्स देयर शुड बी अ स्पेशल इंटेंसिव रिवीजन. इंटेंसिव रिवीजन इज दैट द ब्लॉक लेवल ऑफिसर दे गो डोर टू डोर, हर किसी के घर जाते हैं, दे आस्क फॉर द पर्सन हु आर प्रेजेंट, जो लोग प्रेजेंट होते हैं उनके कुछ पर्टिकुलर आपको खुद से अपनी इन्फॉर्मेशन इलेक्शन कमीशन को देनी होती है. बट इन दिस एसआईआर दिस इज द डोर टू डोर एक्टिविटी. ठीक है. तो एक अभी न्यूज़ या अभी करंट अफेयर का टॉपिक क्या है? देयर इज अ मास डिलीशन ऑफ पीपल फ्रॉम द इलेक्टोरल लिस्ट. Example Uttar Pradesh, where almost 2 crore people, their name were deleted from the electoral roll list. ठीक है, तो आपको क्वेश्चन ये पूछ सकते हैं कि how do you see it? So is it justified or is it something which is politically motivated, right? So again you need to frame a very balanced answer for this. Okay, so how you think as an individual, what's your political thinking? That's something you have to keep aside and you have to give a very balanced answer, right? And the 11th answer says the SIR is the activity which is mentioned in our constitution, right? So our forefathers also know that time to time the list of the electoral voters that needs to be revised, and the best way to do the revision is go door to door. But that's not possible every day, every year, or every month, right? So they have set a time period of 30 years. After every 30 years, block level officers will go door to door and will check for the additions and deletions in the voter list, right? Beyond that, if it is politically motivated, not motivated, whatever it is there, please abstain from giving any sort of bias in answer, right? Question? आप लोग बाद में इसको एनालाइज करना है, try to answer them. Why electoral rolls are considered the backbone of Indian economy, or critically examine the significance of special intensive revision of electoral rolls in context of free and fair elections in India. ठीक है, तो ये दो क्वेश्चन हैं, आप इसको थोड़ा सा ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करना. Now interview questions from current affairs. जो भी टॉपिक से बेस्ट ऑल प्लीज डू अटेंड द GDPI क्लासेस. नहीं अटेंड कर पा रहे हो तो गो थ्रू द रिकॉर्डिंग. जो कुछ भी इंपॉर्टेंट आपको लगता है करंट अफेयर्स में, प्लीज उनको अच्छे से पढ़ो, because I have seen the level of current affair knowledge is quite low in many of you, right? So please try to learn it at least उतना ताकि आपको इंटरव्यू में हेल्प हो. So some common PI questions. Which recent issue interested you most and why? तो एक ऐसा टॉपिक जहाँ कंफर्टेबल हो, इकोनॉमिक्स से भी हो सकता है, इंटरनेशनल इशूज से भी हो सकता है, तो कहीं से भी हो सकता है, राइट? तो आपको बहुत थोरली पता होना चाहिए ताकि आपका जो इंटरव्यू है वो बेटर से बेटर. व्हाट इज योर व्यू ऑन इंडियाज इकोनॉमिक आउटलुक? ठीक है, तो ट्राई टू गिव अ बेटर पिक्चर ऑफ इंडिया का इकोनॉमिक आउटपुट. नेवर स्टार्ट योर आंसर विद अ नेगेटिव आंसर. इंडिया में ये प्रॉब्लम है, इकोनॉमी का ये प्रॉब्लम है, हम we are saying we are forecast economy, and that's what major companies and major institutions look for. Do you agree with the government focus on infrastructure or government focus on privatization of infrastructure? So anything of that sort, and that's again an important topic, privatization of infrastructure, right? Do think about that. और important question है, बहुत बार एग्जामिनर आपको पूछते हैं, आप क्या सोचते हो, फायदा क्या है, क्या नुकसान है. So avoid extreme positions. I'll just summarize whatever we have discussed. Some important points again to keep in mind. Avoid extreme positions. Don't give any extreme answers. Be a very balanced person. Admit uncertainty smartly. So if you don't know the answer, or if you are not very sure about it, or if you want to avoid some answers, be very smart, right? Your answer should don't try to make stories for stories, right? Make answer to MBA specifications. So whatever answer you are giving, right? Today also we have seen many of you telling your past experiences but not able to link them to the why MBA, right? Many of you are engineers, so why moving from electrical, mechanical, computer engineering to MBA? Okay, so try to make a better link that. For example, if you are from finance, so you should link all of your answers to either inflation, RBI का policy, marketing, consumer demand, digital economy, HR, layoffs, AI impact on jobs. तो ये कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जब आप जैसे स्पेसिफिकेशन की तरफ जाना चाह रहे हो, आपको भी पूछते हैं कि व्हाट स्पेसिफिकेशन यू वांट टू डू इन योर MBA. आपने बोला मार्केटिंग, राइट? आपने बोला फाइनेंस, आपने बोला HR. So you should tell them why HR, why marketing. So वहाँ पर you can relate your previous knowledge with the one which you want to get. Last thing, how to disagree politely in GD group discussion. बहुत बार ये होता है, you don't agree with the topic, but that disagreement should be very polite, right? Start with always acknowledging the other viewpoint. Never saying तुम गलत बोल रहे हो, नहीं पता. I will tell you what the correct thing is, right? So very politely say, acknowledge the other person's viewpoint and use diplomacy in answer. Instead of saying you are wrong, opt for I have a different perspective on this. I beg to differ with you on this. While I understand your point, but I think, right? So बहुत politely आपको disagreement करना है. Then provide supporting evidence or logic. Usually क्या होता है, बहुत easily no कह देते हैं, पर उसके बाद पूछते हैं आपसे कि क्यों no या क्यों yes. आपके पास कोई supporting evidences नहीं है. So always whenever you are saying anything, please try to weigh your point with some good examples, right? Avoid overpowering or interrupting. So this is not only for TV but interview के लिए भी है. If interviewer is asking you some question or if they are giving you some viewpoint, try to be a good listener. Tell it to know. Don't interrupt in between. Once they finish, then you can start with yours. Right? Stay calm and composed. Keep your tone calm and maintain body language that reflects openness. But बहुत ज़्यादा openness भी show नहीं करनी, right? Be a constant one, right? Focus on the issue, not the person. तो जीडी में अगर कोई disagreement भी है, so you should focus on the point. Personal नहीं लेना. जीडी is something another person is also doing for the same, right? So to end with this, the key messages are current affairs. So no need to memorize the छोटा facts. The only thing is you should be very well versed with the issue. The understanding, the awareness should be good. Make your viewpoint right. Think like a future manager. The answer should portray you as a good manager. So again that point, don't be a problem teller, but a problem. Balance, data based opinion is always wins. So whenever you say something about yourself, about the place you are born and brought up, about the place you have studied, you should have proper facts about that, right? Don't cook stories. So thank you. This is all from my side. Don't forget to attend the GDPI classes.